Hi, friends. Good evening. Hope you all are doing good. I'm really sorry I couldn't come live yesterday and day before due to a personal problem. Hope you all are doing good. As I promised my Kannada viewers, Kannada YouTube channel viewers, I'm back with a different format. I'm going to discuss that in detail in some time. First of all, thank you so much for joining me live. We are live simultaneously on Indian Money Kannada, Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and English YouTube channels, plus on Indian Money Facebook channels page. Plus, I'm also live on LinkedIn. So now that we are live on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube simultaneously, you all can talk to me directly. You can ask me your questions, and I would love to answer your questions. And to speak to me directly, all you need to do is send out a WhatsApp message to 90085 75014. My my team will connect you to my live stream. If you are a Financial Freedom app subscriber, you can talk to me live in this program. And this is going to be a daily program between 9 to 10 every night. And would love to speak to you all and understand your questions. Wherever possible, I would love to answer your questions, and you can directly join me. As I said, to speak to me live, all you need to do is send out an SMS, send out a WhatsApp message to 90085 75014 if you are a subscriber of Financial Freedom app. In case if you have not yet subscribed to Financial Freedom app, please download Financial Freedom app from Play Store or App Store and subscribe to Financial Freedom app. If you enter referral code CSS, you will get rupees 2000 scholarship as well to access all courses on Financial Freedom app. I suggest you use that. And I'm excited to answer all your questions. Would love to welcome you all. Hi, Jay Prakash. It's me. Hi, Kiran Gadag, Naveen Jian, Shabu Ganji, Manjunath, Kiran Gadag. Hi, Praveen Kumar. Hi, Ashwija Induraj, B.S. Sudheer, Shankaramma Hiremat, Keshav Murthy. Very nice. Happy to see you all. Many of you are requesting me to speak in Kannada, but since we have our friends from every language today, since we have many of them have joined us from Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi, going forward, this is going to be in English, but I make it a point that I make it very simple. You should be able to understand the entire concept well. So requesting everyone to start posting your questions. I can see the first question by Ashwija. She says, sir, explain about business model of Indian Energy Exchange. Is this company PSU or private? What is electricity energy trading? How it will work? Ashwija, I'm not fully aware of this, but Indian Energy Exchange is a concept which is being, this concept is being coined, and this whole exchange idea is to encourage more people to produce power, energy, so that the energy problem in the country can be addressed. And there are a lot of things happening in this direction. Probably in my tomorrow's live show, I should be able to talk more about it. I'm not fully aware of it now. The next question. Next question is Mr. Puni is saying, sir, work from home, some business, they are telling Bunge Agriculture Company. You know about that? It's a genuine or fake. They're telling daily income. See, all these daily income companies, if they're asking you to make investment, I suggest you to stay away from that. Any company, any business of this nature, which says that you will have to make upfront investment to start earning daily, I am not so gung-ho about it. I think there is something wrong. So I request you to think again before you probably invest your hard-earned money into those things. See, there's a very simple technique, right? It's a very easy to study these things. If anybody is asking you to invest 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 to join a company and to work there, that means there's something wrong. I suggest you to be very cautious about it. Karthik is saying, if I'm an NRI, can I invest mutual funds in India through savings account SIP? Absolutely, you can do it. You can even open a direct mutual fund account through one of these apps, and you can start investing in both SIP and you can even make lump sum investments. I suggest you do that. Hari Prasad says, hi Sudheer, what's the way of investing our little savings in a safe instrument where we'll also get reasonable returns or interest income? See, it doesn't matter whether you have less savings or more. What matters is how well you invest that money and utilize that money. The best way to invest this money is, if you really want to create wealth in the long run, first thing is, I want you to be consistent. Many people want to make investments, they try, but then they find it difficult simply because they are not consistent. They invest for 1-2 months, they make SIP for 1-2 months, and then they stop it. That's not the right way of investing. If you want to make money in the long run, if you want to create a lot of wealth, then the best way to do is, please be consistent while investing. The second thing is the investment vehicle you choose. Now, if you're looking at just beating inflation or to get decent return, then probably you can go with even debt instruments, right? Like RD, FD, debt mutual funds and things like that. But if you're looking at a really good returns, if you're looking for best returns, if you're looking for higher returns in the long run, then my suggestion is you should start investing in something which gives you higher returns. So the best option then is mutual funds if you have a small amount of money. If you don't have large amount of money, because if you have big money, then you can probably consider investing in property as well. If you have time, you can even consider investing in direct equity as well. But direct equity requires you to have some time. You should be able to manage all that yourself. But the other best thing here is, if you are someone who is a full-time job guy, you're working, you're already busy, then my suggestion is, in case if you are looking at creating some investment which funds your retirement in the long run, an investment which gives you money to fund your son or daughter's education, an investment which funds your house construction tomorrow, in that case, then I want you to think of probably going with some large cap mutual funds. But depends on the tenure. If you are looking at a very long time investment, for example, something to do with about 15-20 years, then I suggest you consider even multi-cap and small cap funds. But if you are now looking at 3-4 years tenure, then it is good to go with just a large cap fund, right? So there are various options. If you speak to our coaches, they'll guide you, they'll help you. They will give you tips, they will give you recommendations, which is the right fund to invest. All right? Shankarama Hiremat is saying, Sudheer, how to solve family problem? This is an interesting question. How many of you have family problems? Can I request you to respond to me in chat? How many of your family problems? Hmm? How many of your family problems? I am really sorry to all my Kannada friends. Extremely sorry. Many of you are requesting me to speak in Kannada. Since we are live on all the channels, we are live nationally. I have to speak in Kannada, English, so that it helps everyone. Requesting you to understand, adjust. I'm sorry about it. So, how many of you have family problems? Okay, Syed Zakir, Ganesh says yes. Vinayak says, Chalapati says, Pramod says, okay. Nagarjuna says, okay, good. So I think now that many of you are saying that your family problem, let me give you a context on why a family problem originates, why it happens. Normally, family problems are created for various reasons. Let's understand one by one. The first one is with your parents. Whether you are, male or female, you normally will have problem with your parents. Why do you normally have family problem with parents? Either they have not met your expectation or you have not met their expectation. Simply, you understand? If you have a family problem with your parents, it's only because of two problems. Either you have not met their expectation or they have not met your expectation. Now I'm a son. I mean, I'm also playing that role. So my suggestion number one, in case if your parents have not met your expectations, you have absolutely no right to question them. I'm telling you again, the first family problem is because, is with your parents. If you have family problem with your parents, that's because of two reasons. Either you have not met their expectation or they have not met your expectation. In case if your parents have not met your expectation, you should just ignore it and continue doing your job. Them, don't trouble them, and you have absolutely no right to torture them. They've given you birth, they've raised you, that's it, over. You have absolutely no right to question them. I'm telling you again. I was recently reading a quote that says, by the time you realize that your father was not wrong, you will have a son who thinks you're wrong. How true it is. By the time you realize that your father was not wrong, you will have a son who thinks you're wrong. So don't expect anything from your parents. Whatever they've given you, that is what you owe them. That itself is big. So don't expect anything more. The second reason why you will have problem with your parents is because you are not meeting their expectations. It is obvious, man. Think about it. Today, I've got my kids. When I got my sons in my hand, when the doctor gave me my son first time, I was like, oh my God, what do I want him to become? I was like, I want him to become a doctor, engineer, scientist, businessman, billionaire, Prime Minister of India. All those thoughts were running in my mind. I hope you're getting my point. Similar way, your parents dreamt about it. My parents dreamt about it. It is our duty to fulfill their aspirations, expectations. But remember one thing. It is wrong to say that our parents are pushing us. I've seen many jokers coming to Indian Money for interview. They say that, why did you do your engineering? No, sir, it was my parents' push. I was not interested. I was not interested in engineering. It was just because my parents were pushing me, I did that. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Friends, I'm telling you, that's not the way to look at it. Life is not all about that. I want you to understand what is that you can do. See, many people say, no, my parents don't trust me. I ask you, when did you do something which made your parents to feel proud about you? You've not done it. Do something. Make your parents feel proud about you. Then you see the magic happening. Then you will see that your parents will start, admiring you. So never have that. In case if you're not meeting expectation of the parents, then I think that's natural to have that family problem, but that's all temporary. I don't want you to create any long-term issue. See, I've seen in many families, what happens here is, in many families, I've seen this with across India, I've seen this with many of my customers. They will have problem with their family members. I mean, they'll have problem with their parents once, and they carry it forever. That's wrong, friends. Don't do that. See, it is natural to have some family problem, but don't carry it for a long time. The moment you carry it for a long time, that stays. That will create problem. Don't do it. That's going to be a disaster. I don't want to do it. So now let's come to the second part of it. So first part is your problem with your parents. Second is your problem with your siblings. Okay. I'll tell you, largely your problem with your siblings because you all are competing for your ancestral property, your father's assets. As long as you're confident, as long as you don't bother about what your father has created for you, you won't have problem with your siblings. Only when you are fighting for your ancestral property with your siblings, you'll have problem with your siblings. Otherwise, you won't have any family problem with your siblings. You'll truly enjoy it. I'm telling you, it's a great feeling to be with your siblings. So that problem will not rise. The third family problem is with your spouse. The third family problem is with your spouse. Why do you normally have family problem with your spouse? Same story. Either you have not met her expectation or his expectation, or he has not met or she has not met your expectation. Both the cases. It's only because of setting wrong expectation, setting too much of expectation, or not understanding their expectation properly and living up to it. It's very important. And I think this can be solved. This can be addressed by talking to each other. Many families I've seen, in fact, unfortunately or fortunately, there's a family court behind my office in Bangalore. I see, even during this COVID pandemic period, people who got married even 6 months back, 3 months back, 2 months back, some people 30 years back, they are now applying for divorce and they are waiting there in the queue. I can see all age groups. That's not right. I don't want you to do that. So I think with your spouse, first thing is to talk. First thing is to accept. You have made a mistake, accept it. And they made a mistake, make them understand. And kill that ego between you both. If you carry ego between yourself, then you will never be able to fix your family problem. I don't want you to do that. Please understand that. Next one is you'll have family problem with your kids, your children. And this is a serious issue. Please understand. If you have family problem with your children, then how do you handle it? This is a serious issue. Am I right? How do you handle family problem with your children? It's a very simple approach. I'll tell you. In fact, this discussion I had with my father yesterday, he was talking about someone's children who are not kind of now living well and, their problem. So my father was talking about it. I was telling him, your children will not listen to you. They don't need your advice. They don't care about your advice, suggestions. They only care about how you live. If you want your kids to live a good life, you live a good life. See, your kids will not follow your words, instructions, advice. They follow you. They simply follow you. Many people think, hey, you know what? I'm giving a lot of advice to my kids, and my kids will one day be very good. Won't happen. Unless you teach them the good things, unless you teach them the right habits, right practices, you will not be able to raise your kids in the right way. So my suggestion here is, if you have any family problems, either with your parents, siblings, spouse, or children, first thing here is, I want you to set your expectations very clearly with your family members. If you set those expectations clearly, believe me, you'll do wonders, and I'm super confident you will do wonders. All right, so let's move on. I'm going to talk to you. I'll take up another question now. Next question is by Ashwija, but one more question. Sir, explain difference between value investment and growth investment in stock market. Give some examples. How to check valuation of a company in simple methods. So now the difference between value investment and growth investment. For example, in the stock market today, ITC stock is a value investment because it gives you what? It gives you dividend. Most of the value investments are like that. These are like those big companies. They don't have like superb growth, but they grow by single digit. Very rare they grow by double digit, right? 7%, 8%, 9%, 10% annual growth. Even that is like higher side, but about 9-10% annual growth in terms of revenues, profits. But they give you dividend, very stable companies. These are value investments. But if you're looking at growth investments, then the growth investments are those where, like DMart is a growth investment because of the growth potential. Annually, they grow by 30, 40, 50%. Such companies. You understand what I'm saying? So value investment, the companies grow very less annually, but they are very stable. They give you dividend every year. Growth investment companies may not give you dividend, but they grow like 40, 50%. So capital appreciation is very high. Now, if you're asking me how to check the valuation of a company, it's very, very simple. Now, there's something called market cap. Valuation is nothing but market cap for listed companies. All you need to do is you have to go and check the market cap of the companies. This is a public data available everywhere. But if you want to know whether this is the right valuation or not, you have to check PE multiples and the industry PE. For that industry, for example, if you are now talking about an automobiles company, then check out what is the industry PE for automobiles and what is the PE for this company, that is price to earning ratio. Now, if the PE of this company is lower than the industry PE, good, doesn't mean that the company is good. You have to again check the fundamentals of the company, then make a decision on that. So this is something which is being covered in our stock market course in Financial Freedom app. Please watch that. Next one. Satvik is saying that the most complicated documentation process is involved in and around real estate. Why is this still not simplified? It's a very good question, Satvik. See, I've been thinking about it. Right? In India, where is this clear title? It is not there. In fact, very recently, I was talking to someone. He was saying someone bought a property in 1960, 1965 from SCST. And now that person is selling that property to this guy just because he has that fear that his family members may come and raise objections now, and he may lose the title, he may lose the ownership of the property. Just think about it. This is the common problem in India. There is absolutely nothing called clear title. Anytime anyone may come and claim a title, and it's not easy. See, it is for the person to put the litigation in the court, and it is for you to fight in the court for the next 10 years, 15 years to convince the court that it is your property. So this can happen anytime in India. So now why is this happening? How do we simplify it? There is something called e-kata which is coming up. But even then, that is not foolproof. See, India, considering the nature, the joint families, like I've seen in villages, like since last 3 generations, the property is not being divided. Not partition is not done properly. The title deeds are not separated for 3 generations, 4 generations, and this is just continuing. I've seen people borrowing loan in somebody's name because the property is in that person's name, and then they use the money. If they don't pay back the loan, that guy is gone. Oh, so many problems. So I think the problem here is largely because, today you see our education system. Why is it not, getting better? It's because our politicians, especially our netas who run this country, they're always busy managing their daily activities. They're always busy, handling their regular stuff. They're not interested to do any kind of reforms. Otherwise, think about it. It's been 74 years since independence, but we didn't get time to make our education system better. Even today, we have that outdated education system. Hence, my suggestion, if you are purchasing a property, make it a point that you get legal opinion from 2 really good advocates and then go with it. All right, next question. Let's go to the next question. Any age limit to join Indian Money company? Absolutely no. If you're looking for a job in Indian Money, all you need to do is call this number on screen. At Indian Money now, we are applying for, we are hiring for work from home job. So if you're looking for a work from home job, you can apply for our company. It's a work from home job. You can work from wherever you are in India. You get a fixed salary. Please call on this number, which you see on the screen. My team will take the interview or Zoom. They complete the documentation. They train you or Zoom. You get certified. You start working. You get paid. And salary is fixed. So if you are looking for a job, please apply. Sridevi is saying, sir, I'm Sridevi Jiragalli, teacher from Kanakapur. I take 1 year subscription. I'm learning so much from your app. Thank you so much. Thanks for your feedback, Sridevi. And for those who have not yet subscribed to Financial Freedom app, please download Financial Freedom app from Play Store App Store. Start using the app. It's a very, very interesting app. This is going to truly transform your life. And all those who are watching, if you can do me a favor, can you all please like and share this? Can you all please like and share this program so that it will reach more people? Can you all please like and share so it will reach more people? I request you to do that. Vijay, I'm sorry I couldn't reply to your email. There's so many emails pending. I was also busy with some of these urgent work, but I'll reply to your email with the contact number. So I know that you requested for the contact details. I'll send it. Bopaya Darshan says, where can we get your customer care number? It is 02261811611. Shashi, can you please post it in chat? The comment? Yeah. Now you all will get that here. Next question. Sharath says, Hello, sir. What's the important thing to become successful in food industry? How startup food products make innovative marketing to reach customer with new? Because I plan to start organic food products. Sharad, this is a very interesting question. In fact, organic food products industry is growing day by day. My suggestion is, if you're trying to set up an organic food products industry, please visit some of those people who are doing it already. And then you'll get that fair amount of understanding how they have built large mammoth organizations. In fact, on Financial Freedom App, we have a mentor called Casey Raghu, who is running Pristine Organics from a long time, and he has built a mammoth organization. He's into organic products. Probably, you can speak to meet such people who have built large businesses, do some study there, and then you should be able to build it. That's the best thing. And food industry is like evergreen. That too, now looking at the pandemic situation, people actually buy a lot of ready to cook, ready to eat food. So that's a huge opportunity. And again, people are paying a lot of attention to organic food. So it's a great opportunity to do that. Manoj says that please explain difference between mutual fund and small case. See, small case is also like a mutual fund, but then mutual fund is an actively managed fund where, of course, there are passively managed funds as well, but actively managed funds are those where fund managers continuously churn the portfolio and manage it for you. But in small case, what happens? Based on a theme, you pick up a set of stocks and you start investing there. So that's how it works. So actually, my suggestion here is to go with mutual funds, then small case. But if you still prefer, you want to directly participate in the stock market, you can do it. But my suggestion is, even going through mutual fund in the equity market is also a good idea, because that's going to make your job lot more easier. That's going to make your job a lot easier. Next question. Nature, video, and music. Sir, your view on cryptocurrency mining. I mean, those who want to mine cryptocurrency, I'm requesting you with folded hands. Please mine the power of Indian youth. Please don't waste your time mining some shit like cryptocurrency. It's a shit. It is terrorism. Cryptocurrency is another crime. It is a scam. Please don't waste your time with it. If you really want to mine something, I'll tell you what to mine. Mine the power of Indian youth. Believe me, we can transform this country. Today, because of COVID, we have got lockdown in several places, cities across India. Think about it. Many of our youths are busy playing all these Rummy, Dreams 11, nonsense fantasy games. They are wasting their life playing all these fantasy games, and unfortunately, India's venture capital community, they have funded these idiots who built such nonsense applications to spoil Indian youth. And unfortunately, our law is allowing them to operate. What more can you expect in India? Today, we should think about engaging our youths in things which can make them truly powerful. But unfortunately, they are busy playing fantasy games, and our government has allowed that to happen. Cryptocurrency, all these fantasy games is not for India, not for us. We are going through our own challenges. Please understand. We will put more people into danger. We've got a lot of our innocent people who have invested their hard-earned money into these kind of Ponzi schemes. Believe me, they'll lose their hard-earned money. And that day, many people may commit suicide, and it's happening already. You have seen many people committing suicide due to these reasons. We should not let that happen. So I request you, please never again get into cryptocurrencies, all these fantasy games. I don't want you to. I was recently listening to the interview of the CEO of CoinDCX, a cryptocurrency exchange in India. This man, I don't know. How these guys can become so shameless. He was saying, this is a great investment opportunity. Bullshitting. What is a cryptocurrency? Tell me what is an underlying asset below this. How an entry in a ledger can become an asset itself. Answer to this question. Whoever wants to debate with me on this topic, I am ready to debate wherever, with whoever it is. You tell me how an entry in a ledger can become an asset. What is the underlying asset in crypto? Zero, nil. I'm requesting my friends, never fall prey to these scams. These guys have decided. Unfortunately, all these guys who are from reputed institutions, who are considered to be brilliant, actually should have spent their intelligence, should have invested their time and energy to engage our youths in more productive things. Unfortunately, they are creating scams to fool these innocents. I don't want that to happen. So never again fall prey to this. Hari Prasad says, is that fine to put money in FDs and get monthly interest payouts? At the end, we'll get only principal. But also interest rates were reduced to 4.4% nowadays. Any other options? Go with large cap mutual funds. That's better. Next question by Arshad. He says, so please tell us about how to income tax file. Sections. Car loan under tax saving. Arshad, in Financial Freedom app, we have courses in all languages on tax filing, on tax planning. And these courses on tax planning will make you an expert. It covers all deductions, exemptions, rebates, calculation, filing, everything. I request you to please watch that course on Financial Freedom app. You'll become an expert. Ramesh Rami. Hi sir, what about network marketing? See, many people have asked me about network marketing. I've spoken about it in the past as well. But I want you to remember, see, the network marketing are of two types. One where there is a good product and they use the power of network to market it. The second one, there is absolutely no product. They use the power of product to scam people. So you understand first, through network marketing, what are you marketing? Is there a product or is there a scam? Is it a Ponzi scam? So I want to understand this. If it is a genuine product and you're using power of network to distribute it, go ahead, very good. But if there's no product, please don't do it. I'm requesting, please don't do it. That's not right to do it. Okay? So don't do that. And again, network marketing should not be taken up as a full-time job. It is a part-time opportunity. Don't take it as a full-time opportunity. Shrikant says, sir, in pandemic situation, I request you, sir, unlock the any course in Financial Freedom app. Hey, it is done already. Now you can watch any course in Financial Freedom app. Please check it today. It's already done. Shaurav says, please Hindi mein bolo. I'm really sorry I don't know Hindi. And on top of it, we have people from across the country. So that's a challenge. Natraj saying, Kannada, sir, I'm sorry. Since we have decided to conduct this in English, I have to manage with it. Right? I request everyone. I speak in very simple English. Request you to follow it. Vijay says, how to find good mentor or to find good, successful, visionary people. How can we keep getting in touch with such kind of people? Vijay, the best way to do this is, I'll tell you, for me as well, I think since the time I started Indian Money, I'm so lucky that I got an opportunity to, partner with a lot of these amazing people. I'm part of two large universities. One is INSEAD, where I did a program. Second one is Stanford. So because of these two connections, I'm now well connected with these people. So these are all really successful, amazing people. Good to connect with them, interact with them. Second one is if you can be a part of any investors network, like a lot of these angel investors network and all that, you can also be part of that. Other than that, it has to be purpose driven. What do you want to do? Of course, there are successful people, visionaries in every stream. You don't need everyone. What do you want to do? You decide that. Then accordingly choose the right people. They'll help you. And I'm telling you, Vijay, LinkedIn is a great a platform. There you can actually get connected with a lot of amazing people. Boregowda says in the current education system, all the exams are getting cancelled, which decides our future. If it happens, the same on what basis do they give higher education seats and jobs in government sectors? I really don't know. I think there's a big problem. I think this is largely because of less investment in building infrastructure for education. Country like India, I agree, we have different languages, but then we have not built one platform. You have state syllabus, you have ICSC, you have CBSC, your private schools, your government schools. You have all kinds of education system. So now that the government's interest in education is going down, this is going to be a big threat to the society. I think now, without wasting much time, the government has to take the necessary steps to fix this. If they don't fix it, this is going to be a disaster. So I think all of us have to work together to make it happen. Let's see how soon it will happen. So friends, the whole idea of Freedom Show, as the name says, is to talk about how each one of us can achieve financial freedom, either in our own field. I mean, whether it is in career, business, farming. So normally we do 5 things with money. We earn, we save, we spend, we invest, we borrow. So this Freedom Show is all about learning how to do these 5 things well. In this special show every night at 9 p.m., I will answer all your questions on spending, investing, borrowing, saving, and earning, and across business, farming, career, life skills. So the whole idea is to talk to you about the true potential. See, I'll tell you one thing. Today, many of us are looking for enlightenment. Believe me, I respect, I admire all those special people who got enlightened in the past. But I have not come across anyone who got enlightened in this generation, sitting under a tree or because of some power of cosmos. We get enlightened by learning, by continuous learning. I keep saying curiosity is the mother of knowledge. Curiosity is the mother of knowledge. So please develop curiosity. Let's all learn together. I'll be with you every night at 9 p.m. And I would love to share all these new concepts, thoughts, and I would love to answer your questions. So hopefully, I truly hope that today's discussion has helped you. The thoughts we discussed today has given you some new insights. I'll be back again tomorrow at 9 and I'll take more questions. And I would also like to speak to you live. Those who want to speak to me live can leave a message to 9008575014. My team will talk to you. My team will connect you to me directly on live. You can live talk to me. All right. Look forward to speak to you tomorrow. I'm super excited with this new, with Freedom Show in the new format. I really hope to see you all back tomorrow at 9. And please be back with your questions. And also those who want to speak, please Please be prepared with your questions. Let's speak tomorrow. Thank you so much. It was great interacting with you all. Look forward to see you all tomorrow. Good night.